And what should be the final straw in this in the DEA's absurd program of plant eradication? Um, they raided an 81-year-old woman in Amherst, Massachusetts for a single marijuana plant. Elaine Thompson reports from the AP, and I also am using reports from the Gazette, and the Gazette was also where I got that photo. So Mary Halcomb, an 81-year-old woman, was growing a single plant in her garden tucked behind her raspberries. She says she used it to ease the ailments of old age, glaucoma, arthritis, and the occasional sleepless nights. On the afternoon of September 21st, a team of Massachusetts State Police, Massachusetts National Guard troops, and sent a helicopter, several vehicles, and a handful of troopers to her house to chop down the plant and haul it away in a pickup truck. She wasn't the only one targeted by the raid that day. 43 other plants were seized from various other properties. No one got charged. The biggest raid had 20 plants involved. The state police um, spokesman David Procopio also said these operations are done under the auspices of the DEA's Cannabis Eradication Program, which gave the state authorities money to uproot pot plants. This year, the DEA gave Massachusetts $60,000 for marijuana eradication efforts, according to the federal documents obtained and published by journalist Drew Atkins. Last year, Massachusetts received $75,000 and destroyed 3,138 plants under the program, a cost to federal taxpayers of about $24 a plant. Responding to criticism from local government officials in western Massachusetts, DEA spokesman Melvin Patterson told the Boston Herald that the state decides when and how to conduct raids for pot plants. The Cannabis Eradication Program's slated goal is to halt the spread of cannabis cultivation in the United States. But with more and more states legalizing recreational marijuana in use in recent years, some lawmakers are questioning whether the $18 million federal program to pull pot plants makes sense. This program has also been the subject of controversy and ridicule. In the mid-2000s, the DEA data revealed that most plants destroyed under the program were ditchweed, naturally growing marijuana plants that weren't cultivated for any particular use. They always try to justify these budgets, and, they're just hurting people. National Guard troops and state troopers. Now, she said a quote from her was, and Margaret Halcomb, 81-year-old, according to Martha Vineyard Times, I figured what I was growing was such a small amount. What the hell was the big deal? In 2014, marijuana eradicators in Georgia raided a retiree's garden after mistaking okra for marijuana. Margaret Halcomb's case provided additional fodder for critics of the strict anti-marijuana enforcement, particularly now since voters in Massachusetts will consider whether to legalize a plant for recreational use in less than a month. This raid, quote, and similar raids in recent weeks exposed the rank falsity of Prohibition's claim that the law enforcement resources aren't being used on marijuana enforcement. All right, so her final quote is that she's going to continue to grow by growing another single plant. Quote, I don't picture them out here and putting an 81-year-old woman in jail. All right, there you have it. I don't even have a comment on this. It's just ridiculous. I will have another story, though, probably soon about the money spent to eradicate these plants and why are they still doing it.